All right. So I believe after Emil's dramatic explosion, we've collected all the pieces we needed to assemble the puzzle. Yeah. Yeah. You packed quite the bunch, Emil. See the bright side. If we ever run into more trouble, well, we know who to ask for a little blast here and there, right? Hopefully, while avoiding annihilating us and stuff. You know, normal stuff.
This is the last of them.
Is it?
Now we can find the Shadowlord and Yona.
Allegedly. I mean, we don't have actual proof that this will lead us to the Shadowlord.
We certainly can.
Hold on, Yona. I'm almost there.
Alright. Well, let's get back to Popola. Cocotte.
We should return to Popola and see if she has any final words for us.
By final words, you mean actually telling us how we can use the puzzle to meet the Shadowlord? Because I don't think we know how. Unless you suddenly remember stuff-wise, that would be pretty useful. Since you're supposed to be tied in with all that, you know.
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be. It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But...
I don't care if it's a trap. Yona's waiting for me and I'm going.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to guess that they are never going to repair the roof, are they? Hey. Oh, the two of you are here? Is this an intervention?
You're really gonna do it?
No, I spent the last few days going around killing big shades to collect the piece of that, and nah, I'll just go and take a break and become a fisherman.
The whole village is buzzing, you know. They say you're gonna go rescue Yona.
Do they? Are we talking about the same people that kicked us out because one of our companions is a skeleton and the other one is a girl in lingerie?
I guess it's really happening, huh?
I'll bring her back. I promise.
Yeah. You've not been doing very well at keeping promises so far, but yeah, sure.
About that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Nothing.
Hey.
Never mind. Popola just loves to worry.
Do you?
Anyway, you be careful.
Sure.
Yes. Do be careful.
Thanks.
No worries. I'm just carrying weapon of mass destruction with me. No biggie. Totally careful. Wait, what? Head for the Shadowlord's castle. What? When did we hear where the Shadowlord's castle was? Is it at the temple again? And we just didn't have the key for a door or something? Is that what it is? Oh, I'm supposed to take... Yeah. So it's the temple, since I have to take the boat again to get there. I think so. Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Hey there. A lift, please?
Oh there. Getting on?
Yep. Lost shrine no? Wait, what? What? It's the last shrine, right? I think it is.
Are we ready?
Yeah, sure.
Let's all
What's
make
the
it
worst
back
that can
alive,
happen?
okay?
We've been living lies all our lives, and actually we're undoing all the hard work of the good guys? Who knows? Alive. That's a little odd coming from you, but sure. Yeah,
What's
why
the
not?
plan?
Why is the... Alright, yeah. Oh! Wait, we need to take a boat because we can't swim that far? This is the entrance to the temple? Like right beside where we go all the time when we want to go to the junkie? Seriously? Someone should teach him how to swim. Seriously. And shades. Let's see if we can just bolt through. They look like the ones that are annoying to fight. Wait, what? I mean, he does wear a lot of fur, huh? Once it's all soaked up in water, he's going to get super heavy. If that's not even counting the pieces of metal and the weapons. Maybe swimming is just generally not a... Oh, come on, you're telling me that I have to take care of this guy? Where is he? Hello, you. I'd like to present my counter-argument. Professional swimmers. I don't have any problems with the bosses. It's the little guys that gets me. Oops, I was on the right side actually. Hey. Here we go. Please don't shoot me while I'm climbing. That was very nice of you, Mr. Ghost. Let me just cap off a little push. All right, so do I just get to climb this time and not be or can I use this? No. Well, I'll start by climbing up and we'll see where we get. Alright. Can I get even higher? Maybe from... No, there's still the branch, right? If I recall correctly, this didn't lead anywhere, but I might as well check. Back to this. Yeah, that's where I was last time, and there's the big one right here that I can't actually do much about, and there's the branch stopping me. Can I get over there? Oh, come on! Ah! Apparently not. That would be the main entrance. No? No map? Alright. If I was an entrance... Oh, wait, what's that? Lost Shrine map. Huh. This is really a game where you have to break all the boxes. Lost Shrine exterior over there. Yeah. No. Let's go there again. Let's keep an eye out for doors. Or something resembles. What about over here? out over here. I go out. Wasn't there a big double door last time I came here that I went through? Yeah. Where was it again? Is it here? No. Oh, here. Oh. Oh. Yeah, sure. Was it here? Or am I just going the same wrong way as last time? Sure, there was a door leading outside on the exterior wall. That's where I went last time, and maybe now that I have the key, I can get there. Oh, yeah, that's it. Let's try that. Alright. Was it this way? No! I don't want to fight you guys. Stop! Here we go. Let's make a quick save. Break the box, because we can. And get in.
Such an ominous sight. And yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Vice and I first met. And first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
You cannot turn back from this point. Continue. Yes.
And now the path is open.
Well, I guess positive thinking worked out for us. Just gather the pieces of this strange thing that we're not sure what it does, and obviously it's going to open the path we need. That is strangely well maintained. Who's been taking care of the place? Like, look at that. Someone is taking care of those flowers. I can't say as much about the grass, but still. Obtain the two-handed sword, Phoenix Sword. What? Well, I mean, still a huge chunk of iron, but at least it could work as a ceremonial weapon, I guess. I guess I might as well give it a try. I'm mostly fighting with Dark Blast anyway, so... Wait, what? What? What?
Okay, hold on. Is it just me, or are we looping around the same path over and over?
What do you mean?
I think he means we're stuck.
There must be an escape route somewhere.
I mean... yeah, the tower doesn't seem large enough to have several of those rooms. So yeah, we're probably stuck in some sort of weird loop. You say there might be a way out. Oh. 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 No? Pretty sure I can make that jump, but yeah, sure. Just to be sure, I'll just leave that way again, just once. Yeah, definitely a loop of some sort. Can I grab anything? Can I talk to the pigeons? I can?
To whom does the true voice speak?
For the love of. To whom does the true voice speak?
To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I knew that, of course.
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
Wait, what?
The hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
I'm taking suggestions, guys.
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
Yeah? Can I answer?
To whom does the true voice speak?
Huh?
To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
Aha! Because their lives are short because of a black disease. So the first two sentences are actually not part of the questions? So it's really just why did the human disappear? Because of a black disease, I guess? Because lives being short is just part of being a living creatures, as far as I'm... Well, I guess we have several examples denying that fact, but we're talking about humans specifically. So, disappear because of a black disease, let's go with that.
I answer, because of a black disease. I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
Aha! That's an interesting question. By acquiring leaves of the sacred tree. Wait, what? We can do that? By separating body from soul. What? I'm pretty sure since we visited said sacred tree... Wait, no. Wasn't there something about leaves? Or separating body from soul? I feel like we've read something about leaves from the sacred tree, but I thought it had something to do with memories, though. Let's go with the leaves of the sacred tree.
I answer by acquiring leaves of the sacred tree.
Nope, that was wrong. Alright.
Blast. I appear to have made an error.
Well, I guess there's just two answers, so let's take advantage of that fact.
To whom does the true to whom I ask? Why you must
So let's go with the black disease again.
I answer.
I ask? How can you?
And go with the separating body from the soul. Although, yeah. Is it because when the body dies, the soul fades? But wouldn't that be the same as separating them? But, well, anyway, we don't have much choice, so let's go with that. They'll provide an explanation later, I guess. Maybe that's what the Shadowlord did, or something.
I answer by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
They are placed in their corresponding shells. They are placed in the promised land bursting with light. Oh, are we going to learn that the shades are like our souls or something? And they are trying to get back to their body, and that's why they were like inhabiting the villagers of the other place or something? Let's go with they are placed in their corresponding shells. And probably be wrong, but never mind.
I answer they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well.
Oh, right.
You are acknowledged as master. You may enter.
Nice. Master of pigeons.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
Wait, what?
It's the twins from
You
our
knew how to
village.
get here all along?
Popla, Devil, what are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village?
You'll have to give me more than that as a way of explanation.
This is a very dangerous place.
Yeah, so why are you here then?
Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
So you were in on it all along. Is that what I'm hearing now?
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
Okay, sure, shoot. We're here to rescue Rona, but you already know that, don't you?
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then.
You always have a choice. But you're free to choose to try to slay me or something. I don't know what you're actually going to do, but...
No, I suppose not. How sad. We didn't want to fight you.
You don't have to.
We really didn't want to.
I don't want to, so it's let's what about we play like
What's
chess
happening?
or something instead.
Sorry.
If
This
I win,
fate
you
is
let me go
predetermined.
through, right?
Still, we spoke
No?
the truth. We
No
really
dice?
wanted to
All
avoid
right.
this if possible.
Did you just
We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so.
Wait,
Until
what?
the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
Okay. Yeah, rock paper scissors sounds good too.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Vice. You are a traitor.
These are fighting words. Oh, wait, what?
What now?
Guys, let's do some combos too. Hey, White! The hell? You can't hurt my friend Book.
They copied my powers.
Ah, shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place.
What?
You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice, are you all right?
Tevela, Popola, why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
Oh, while we're talking freely as we are shooting each other, you wouldn't mind like telling me how you became immortal or something? I feel like it would put my mind at ease and no? It's kind of the least you can do for lying to me all my life, you know? And wait, if you didn't want me to come here, why did you ask me to retrieve the runes and all that? I wouldn't mind you like explaining your evil plan while we're at it.
Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadowlord.
The Shadowlord? So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter
No, don't
the
give me that
Shadowlord's
bullshit.
castle.
There's only one truth. Well, on the bright side, we didn't have to kill them. They just retreated. And we'll aid the Shadowlord when we meet him. Great. Obtain Shadowlord's castle map. Okay.
Tevela and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You're breaking up, Weiss.
You okay, Vice?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Well,
Vice?
I thought we were a
don't
book.
look at
You
me
sound like a
that.
radio now.
I am Grimoire Vice. I am perfectly...
Mm-hmm. Please don't forget to shoot how to shoot Dark Blast. I'd be kind of in a bind
I
if
think
you
I
did.
hear a waltz.
Do you? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're right. Ooh, nice. I actually wouldn't mind doing a dance-off instead of a battle, you know?
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
Come on,
They're all
Kaine.
shades.
It's a fight. I need you. Oh, come on.
I think we're locked in.
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Well, I
Yeah, it's a
wouldn't
bit
mind
late for
leaving,
that.
you know? That's a little too high of a concentration. Ouch. Alright. No getting close. Ouch. Yeah, that's not going to go very fast if I do it like that. Let's go with Dark Whirlwind, maybe? And I'll need to put some word on that. I haven't used that for a while. Here we go. And while we are at it, I guess I'll chuck down some potions. Alright. Boys, there are a lot of them. And they're pretty quick to switch to rolling in my hands, so I can't stay at the same place for long. Oh, this one is down. And is my mana not going to come back any higher than that? Oh no, it's trickling back up. Alright, Dark Whirlwind. Let's see if I can get this any better than it was before. Yeah, it's not stunning them as much as I thought it would. I guess I'll just go and run around them. Ow. Not as great as I thought it would be. What about Dark Execution, maybe? Here we go. Oh, that's doing a good job. Oops. Because it brings them up, and then I can just finish them off. Ow. When it works, anyway. Yeah, that works. Here we go. Oh, more. Oops, that's what I wanted to do. Here we go. Yeah, this is going to be a long fight. Which is the one that... Yeah, this one. No. Alright, we got the buffer down. Oh, there's another one. Ow, ow. Wow, I was pretty sure it was out of the way, that one, but apparently not. Down, alright. I think it's just the normal bulky one now. Ouch. Ow. Is it over? Please tell me it's over. Ah. Oh, is one of them floating? Ah, of course they are. Oh, and it's the annoying one. Nice. And there's more than one.
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Oh, how I do love a good
Twice!
Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Protect Kaine for us!
Wait,
Kaine!
how exactly are you trying to open the door?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
So what exactly are you doing to open the door? Are you just bashing it? No, you're really trying to lockpick now? When it's not one of your skills? Well, we'll have seen everything, I guess. No! Ah.
No, you idiots. What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
You should have started off with that.
Patient fool.
Ow.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Are they laughing? These things are freaking me out! Kaine, what's wrong?
We need to help Kaine!
Do we? worst comes to worst, she turns into a shade, we beat her up a little more, and you know.
You okay?
Yeah, but we got problems.
Oh, not those guys again. Oh yeah, turned into a giant monster. Those are always better to handle, more fun to fight, and yeah.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
Ouch.
How should I know?
Kaine, are you alright?
I'm fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, alright? Damn it! How can something so big be so fast?
I wouldn't exactly call it fast.
Damn shit.
Oh dear.
Oh no, not the same thing but armored. Please. Well, at least it's not like it's particularly hard to avoid it so far. That wasn't so bad. Wait, what?
Can we even hurt this thing?
Oh, fuck. Oh no!
You can't stop now. Damn it.
Oh, the fog is slowly
Stay
killing us,
focused,
huh?
Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going!
Oh,
Let's go.
you mean we can keep going? Sure. It's locked. Can you break down that door again?
This way! Move!
Wait, we are going back? Oh no, that's the right way. Fine, sure. I'm all for avoiding those fights. Dragoon Lance. I mean, those are like the final weapons we get, so of course I'll at least give them a shot. Weapon, spear, Dragoon Lance, equip, and I need to go. Oh right, I didn't equip that last time for the new spear and the Dragoon Lance. Want to put some words on that. Here we go.
Up here!
Up here, you say? Sure. Potions, and he's back.
Deal with this thing.
Please, hurry!
Whoa! Don't kill me! Ah! Oh, so I do not have the time to just break all the boxes, is that it? Alright, Fair enough. Still picking up that one though. So. Oh, right. Alright, let's see if we can just run like madmans and not get killed by the big boar.
How can we deal with this thing?
That doesn't sound very good.
Hurry!
Oh, why? Why? Wait, what? I'm not entirely sure I know how to deal with that thing. Alright, let's just back to Fate. In case it changes anything. I'll pick this one. Yes, I can. Alright.
Up here!
How do I keep running all the way? Can I take this? No? Oh.
How can we deal with this thing?
Alright, I need to get into my
Please, hurry!
big run. Like this. Which helps a lot. Then I need to avoid all the boxes, basically. If I can. Oh crap! No! Well, I got a little farther than last time. So yeah, I need to stay in the maximum speed, basically. Can I always avoid if I remember them by heart? Let's try.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Wow. Huh? That's a bit annoying, I won't lie. Will I run faster if I always run on the inside of the circle, or are they not taking that into account?
Up here!
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Wow, this does not look good. Alright. Do I lose speed? What's the fastest? Jumping over or destroying the crates?
Up here!
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Oh, I'm losing my dash speed if I strike. Alright, so that's not the way to go. Hold love of.
Up here!
What if we go down instead? We can't? Alright. I'll have tried, at least.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Oh, finally! I made it! Or not? Am I going to be
Damn it,
trapped
I
in
can't
here?
get it open.
Can we ask the him
Attack
to open?
incoming!
The entrance is locked too!
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
Oh, yeah, I think I have to make him in the door. Or at least
Strike the beast while it's down.
I'll definitely try to have him do that. Oh, well, never mind. Is this bread this bad? Do we get unexpected allies? The facade people! Hey, buds! I'm surprised as well. This is your moment of glory. Oh, you're not doing the go ahead, we'll hold them off thing? No? Alright, I won't lie. This makes a lot more sense than the alternative. We'll just fight him together.
What are you doing here?
You are correct.
But... That's it! Get out!
Yay!
Hey! Stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it!
Forget I said anything.
No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own!
You have to keep going. Defeat the Shadowlord and get your sister back. You must once again know the joy of having one you love by your side, said the king. Now then. Say how many rules are there about what to shout before dying in battle? 88, my liege. Amazing! How do you remember all these things? Do not despair, my liege. We are with you. I know. Let's try this again. By the honor of the mask! For the honor of Kaine! For the honor of our queen!
Open the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
Ah, Kaine and her wisdom. Is this another one of those infinite corridors? I guess not. Hey, you guys. How you feeling? So, what about this rock, paper, scissors game?
Popola!
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
It's been like, what, 10 minutes? Max? I had a lot of troubles with the boar.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1300 years ago.
Aha! So there was something about what happened 1300 years ago in the tutorial.
Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Shh, Weiss, they're telling us their evil plan.
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Obtain Project Gestalt documents. Wait, what? Can you give me the run-through, please? I didn't quite have the time to read that.
Weiss! My mind.
Snap out of it, Weiss.
I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
I did say something about Popola being the same after all those years, huh?
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
Okay.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No. They still live on. You know them as shades.
Nice.
Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time.
It's the Shadowlord, isn't it?
Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty.
It's just business. That's okay. I won't let you, like, spill my guts out, but it's fine. I won't take it personally.
Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans.
Okay. But what? But is anyone actually alive if the true humans are extinct?
You have your own motives, your own desires.
Thanks for pointing it out.
And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
I guess it is.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
Oh.
You and us, we're the same. Tools
Ow.
in the hands of a master.
No,
Is one of them?
I'm nothing
One
like
of them
you.
stay up there to shoot us a bunch of bubbles? Whoop! So, yeah. So basically... No, wait. Was it just waiting for me to grow old enough because I didn't want to be bothered with the part where he has to fight acne and stuff like that? Is there any reason he didn't take my body when I was younger?
Devila? Devila? Popola, are you crying? No! Don't die! You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls.
Isn't everyone now?
Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it.
I've
This
got
world
potions.
is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you. Devila! Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone! Devila!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop?
I've never even wanted to start this. You're the guys who suicided yourselves on us.
Luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop?
She ran into my blade in my dark blast.
No one stops. It's way too late to stop. No one stops.
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. The cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting. It's the only way.
Trying, but there's a lot of bubbles in the way. I didn't do anything to her, did I? Alright, let's switch that for Dark Gluttony. Yeah, that's probably going to be a better call. Still, I'm going to need some potions. Oops. Missed. Ouch. Oops. Ouch. Alright. See you around. Take care.
No stopping. No stopping ever.
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped.
I've got an idea.
And it didn't occur to you that you could have done that to get us on top of the tower in the first
I
place?
fear we're done for.
It'll be all right.
It will? Are you going to go
You know-
nuke on us?
When I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has
older,
become.
but yeah.
But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend.
That's probably true.
Goodbye,
I
my
won't lie.
friends. Thank you for everything.
Thanks to you, Wimmel.
Emil!
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Go ahead, ultimate destruction weapon.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here! Emil!
He's got this, don't worry. You've got this, huh, Emil?
Oh dear.
Emil?
Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone.
Wait, what? Come on, Emil.
Well-
Put more of a fight than that.
I guess they'll just have to learn. I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Then don't. Emil. That's called going out with a bang. Oh. Why are you beating the crap out of me?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do I have to kill them? I guess I do. Oh, it's gonna be a pain. I don't know, I feel like this fight is a bit useless. It's cheapening the emotional factor, I feel like. But I don't like fighting the mobs anyway, so I guess I'm biased. Is that just their way of giving us a bunch of medicinal herbs? There we go. Yuna, how did you live so long? Sleeping? Hey bud, I think you're my soul? Wanna be best friends? No? Cause should be together?
This ends here.
Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
How could a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadowlord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
Can I target the one in the top? No? Alright. Oh, okay. Whoa.
No! Impossible!
What? Me shooting new Dark Blast is impossible? You've not done your research on how I normally fight, do you?
Don't relax yet. It's not over.
Ow.
Strike it when it has stopped.
Ow. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, I think. Anything I should know about this last quiver of health?
Be careful!
I know.
Here comes the big dude. Any reason you've not been fighting with your book like I do? Whoop boy! Just in case you strike harder than and I guess I should take a strength. Doubles magic damage. Here we go. Ow.
Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fit.
Keep at it. We're doing good. Oh, time to finish him up.
Wait.
Luna?
Brother?
You were awake?
Yoda.
What? What? Oh, she already has her soul? Now I'm feeling left out and irrelevant. And I just
Please,
killed my own soul?
Just
What?
stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yoda's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
What? Oh, because she's going in the sunlight, she's going to dissolve? But we've seen the villagers possessed by shades in the sunlight and they weren't affected.
I'm sorry.
I feel like there's a few
I don't know what to
inconsistencies,
I'm so very sorry.
but it's a really beautiful moment.
Just know that
I'm just thinking about this too much.
I love you.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
Come on, don't be that guy.
Kaine, watch over Yoda for me.
Really? Come on, buddy.
Your sadness. Think I'm gonna sympathize with you?
You could.
I swore
Come
to
on.
protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on, let's finish this. Vice, what's wrong?
You freaking me
Yeah?
out here, Vice.
What are you doing? Come so... Just do it! Strike the killing blow!
Ow. Oh, you're part of all that, aren't you, Wise?
No bother. One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. Alright, no, I'm not.
Vice,
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
You?
Vice.
A cookbook?
Sorry. sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that wouldn't have
I
worked.
hate cookbooks.
Oh, phew.
But
Let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that is. Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together.
Oh, he cares.
But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Alright, YC.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Grimoire Weiss has lost all of his powers. Oh, no more Dark Blast? Yeah, I'm screwed. Let's take a little physical damage. Yeah, that.
I have something to defend. I have a reason to live.
What?
Shadowlord.
Is this going to throw me at the end of the... every time I go there? It looks like it, doesn't it? I gotta say, destroying my own soul, that's a first. Yona, please don't tell me that after all that.
Is Yona all
Please tell me that you'll be alright. No, 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 no.
right? Oh God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Vice? Where are you? Are you okay?
I am as well as can be, considering I have lost my physical form.
So now you're just a voice in my head? This is terrifying.
Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
Alright. So let's talk about
What's
your
my favorite
cooking.
food?
Oh shit.
Cookies.
Phew.
What's my favorite book? That's my magic storybook.
Oh, thank you for answering your own questions.
What's my favorite place? Home with you.
Ah,
What's my favorite flower?
is it the teardrop flower
The
something?
lunar tear, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone? That's That's not the right name.
But can I even write something? Oh, can I type? It's probably my name, isn't it? Please tell me it's my name. Whew.
Is that you?
I'm afraid it is.
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, Yona.
Yeah, someone borrowed it, but she was nice and let you have it back.
You look bigger than before. Like you've grown up.
Well, I mean, we both did.
I guess you haven't seen me for a while.
Have I been asleep this whole time?
Apparently?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yona. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Kaine.
You and your sister. You have a good life, okay?
Where are you gonna go?
Guess I'll...
You could stay with us, you know.
Come on. I wouldn't mind.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
You just say that, but do you really?
Personal shit, alright? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Kaine.
Hey, look. It's beautiful.
Sunlight?
For the longest time, I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light.
Oh, your soul?
And now, they can finally see it.
Are we reliving our memories?
Thank you. I love it. It's so sunny today.
Yeah, it sure is.
Isn't it sunny all the time from what I've understood? I guess she's not wrong then, but still. Oh hey, soulmates? And there we go. Huh. I have mixed feelings about the game. I've heard that there's several endings, but I have also learned that you have to replay the game again and again to get the other endings, and that doesn't quite appeal to me. It was cute by moment, and I liked a lot of the supporting characters, even though I didn't like the main characters. He let us like write our own name, but at the end of the day, he's just the main character, and he's got his own personality and all that. So, yeah. I love the music for sure. I think at the end of the day, the problem is the gameplay. I'm not a big fan of hack and slashes, and I feel like when the mobs are a bigger challenge than the bosses, there's something slightly wrong. How can I put it? Yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to accept that the ending I got is the ending I got. So we sacrificed everything, but we did get Yona back. We're going to have to hope that the fact that her soul is gone means that that's what was causing the Ballack's crawl, and so she's healthy now. And so we've achieved the thing we set out to do in the first place. Just that a few of the friends we made along the way had to be sacrificed for it. But hey, Kaine is still there. That's nice. Maybe after a few, eventually we'll get to convince her to wear clothes. But I wouldn't bet my life on that. Yeah, I'll probably go back and continue Baldur's Gate. I think I'm at the expansion, the Siege of Dragonspear or something. Yeah, that's probably the next game I'll be playing. Just need to set back a few things because there's been updates on the game and they probably wrecked my mods. I have to make sure that this all works out. But yeah, I'm definitely more into games where you get to make choices with your character and you have a little more roleplay involved. But I get that this is a great game for anyone into action games and stuff. But yeah, if you give me the options to just Dark Blast everything, I definitely will. I don't see the point in going up close if all you're going to get for it is a few strikes on the noggin. And yeah, I guess that's the reason why the boss didn't feel all that hard, is that they were very dangerous if they could eat you, because most of the time you would die in like 2 or 3 hits. But if you kept your distance, you could usually see the strikes coming a lot of time in advance, so it wasn't all that hard for that reason. And I know I played at normal, but since higher difficulties are just like more HP, and I often felt like the enemies were just big jellos that I was striking and fighting, and it just felt long rather than exciting. I really don't want to imagine that game at a higher setting. It just feels like a chore. Yeah. I wonder how this ties in with Nier Automata, because it's supposed to be in the future of this game. So I guess humans are still instinct back. Oh, here we go. Let's make a different save. No, never mind. Experience Kaine's story? Can I read the departed mother's diary in your house? Wardrobe has been added to your option menu. New outfits can be obtained by progressing through a departed mother's diary. Change music? What? I know I said I won't like play it again. Like I mean in the sense of that to find all the different endings. But if I just want to make sure that it's actually playing all over again the same game before I actually commit to that. So let's just not that I'm I won't lie, I'm kind of interested if you get to actually see an entirely different story.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time.
What?
Anyway...
Kaine's dream, discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived the shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. What? If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly towards the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning, tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me! A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stone continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. So she's from the area? As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boys seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting wet? Did you finally get to run away from home? That sounds like a bully whose whole existence only served to be a bully. I'm not a big fan of those type of characters. They don't feel particularly real to me. Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the action of their children, many encouraged it openly. Okay. Why? In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, frick! Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt... Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. If there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the Wither hates me. I'm useless, a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned heavily. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. Like, what did she ever do? As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a god for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. A shade, I guess? But like the type of shade that people can just kick around? Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future that's chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak! Chanted the children. Freak! 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 Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawl on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying! He's actually crying! Deprived of their litter, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ah! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining, and ain't no one ever died from scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch! A big one! That thing could have killed me! Oh, Kaine, she said. Why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next and grants no mercy to any death attempt crossing. Got the duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine? You know, because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood kicking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's gain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Course not, don't be an ass! Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my grandmother, and I love you, and if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stem and losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh, those are the flowers we saw at our shack. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears! Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing shopping. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flower used in its construction, made Kaine's head hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work. It sure looked good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Course you are! What a fool thing to say! Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me. Long as we've got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped her the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away in the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane into the cloudy sky. The last faint scents of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kaine's dreams, daily life. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung around a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid shit of an axe! Kaine's grandmother flayed away with the axe, filling the air with both splintered of wood and words that would make the most ardent sailor blush. "Grandma!" called Kaine. "That you, Kaine?" yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. "Don't get too close, I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake." She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spot passed Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Even young she was wise. Once she scuttled to safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water for lunch or a new axe or something?" The axe poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a minute, then smiled. "Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running around into one of them bastards." Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either hand. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence at a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. I mean, pretty much everywhere is pretty shitty from what I've seen, so. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid screw, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Crap! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. This is our origin story, alright. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough, and my hands are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. "Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you." A grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. "Grandma!" The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. "Get the bucket! Can't let it spill!" Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening?" Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulder and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. "Stop that! Just stop!" she cried, breathing heavily. "It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip's all." Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands, worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the position would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. "Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village." The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. "It's all right," she said. "I'll be fine." Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. For what seemed like an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. "Well, I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up." The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, and as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pocket every minute to make sure the journey her grandmother gave her was still there, the money. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by Shade, or worse, Daimo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor Shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults that she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. "I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong." She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. "Hey lady," said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the apothecary?" The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. "Oh there, this thing, speak to me," they seemed to say. But Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one." "Which way?" Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Daimo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. "Oh my god," he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on the tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. "Ha!" barked Daimo. "The old bitch finally killed over?" "Go to hell, Daimo!" The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed really ready to fall out of his head, but before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Daimo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared the medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely in a world so vast there will be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested the portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture at once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. "You like the picture?" Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her into nothing as he spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead for a long time now." Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. "Pictures are wonderful things." "Oh," continued the shopkeeper. "They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayon. "You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw." Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I've heard rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village and words travel quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Collie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable." "Grandma's name is Callie?" thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. "Your grandmother is an old friend of mine," he said as Kaine scooted away yet again. "And I owe her much. I figured she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much." Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had the villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless, and with enough tiny steps she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. "Back already, are you?" asked her grandmother with a yawn. "Come here, let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kaine with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was." "Fun, hey?" asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. "Uh-huh, so anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. "Oh, this is gonna be good." "Portrait of me? Ridiculous! No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone." "Grandma, I'll make you live forever." "Horse shit," said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. "Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and up with dinner." But Kaine will not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed their subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she raised it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. "It's terrible, it doesn't look like you at all." "I'm sorry, Grandma, I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something." "Yeah, but keep at it for a few years and I'm sure you'll be great at it." The old woman's eye narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. "Let me be the judge of that," she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly whizzed out a laugh. "Ha! Oh, Kaine," she said between laughter, "you truly are my blood. You're as clear as siamese, and I love it. But, hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the art and I'll treasure it always." True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine couldn't stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. "Bosh," said the old woman. "I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud." She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. Make me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory. A perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Kaine's dreams, separation. Oh my gosh. This has turned into a full-blown novel, hasn't it? Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood. What did I get myself into? And stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp bitter scent flew up her nostril and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. "Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug!" The old man threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. "It's no bug, you fool girl, it's a berry!" "Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs?" "Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug," said Kaine, "and I think it's burned or something because it smells terrible." With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. "Oh yeah, that's terrible, alright." "Why, you little brat," laughed the woman. "Look at this sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact." 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. "Where are you going today?" asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. "Well, I was going to check on the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm gonna pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow." "Flagstones? What in the hell for?" Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. "Grandma, a dying cat could shoot through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection." The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. "Goddamn girl, it's a bunch of thieves who want to ransack this old place. Let her come. Got nothing worth stealing away." "I'm not worried about thieves, I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday." The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. "Well, shoot, I don't know why you have to do it today. You can worry about it some other..." "Grandma, no! If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight, you know that." A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. "Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately it seems my mind is..." She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to the nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawers. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. "Gonna be a true woman soon," Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. "That means less chatter about shades and build defensive walls, more talk about how beautiful you've become." Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. "You're a beautiful thing," said the old woman, And there ain't anyone another like you in the whole world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such mad on you. Where did that come from? I really wonder why. Yeah, I wonder, huh? I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her across the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it! What the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled head out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girls. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began, maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. When you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Oh, so those were bugs. Kaine rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls at her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes, watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. Gods, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her some work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a cobblestone before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed to its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with her finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knotted on herself. No! Oh gods, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Grandma! Kaine ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling to the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark! It's too dark, not just fire. Can't be fire, too much smoke. Gotta save her. She burst in the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her worst suspicion confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on their 3 twisted feet. Oh, it's that shade, huh? And achieved balance with the means of a large armored tail. Scales, horn, and claws sprouted from its body in a random chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending the small whirlwind spinning around the yard. For a moment the creature retreated in a shimmering inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her. A blend of rotted meat and excrement. The horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. Alright, you bastard, she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. It's you or me. Let's go. The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest, then began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Kaine. Alive! Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes and she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped towards the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood in the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire, one or both of them were sorely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, and the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women, flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard! Laughing at us! She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard! Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from her pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back! She screamed. Give her back to me! It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and set it rushing through the air towards the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred and she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't pass this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no! No! I said run, god damn it. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Our grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant she could remember the warmth of the embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs went bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to the side, but somehow she managed to stand. Staring in the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just a moment before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment. Laughing like a madwoman, she leapt into the air and plunged her shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade... wait, a hilt? How do you stab with a hilt? Anyway, the shade shook Kaine's off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight was resting on it. Most sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound of the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it! 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 Kill it now! As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Oh, so that's what she was been dreaming while she was in stone?
The beast approaches.
Really now?
I know.
I spent like 30 minutes reading Kaine's backstory. Like, I mean, it was fine when this was the forest of the of dreams and stuff. It was like special, but I think that was a bit much, to be honest.
Creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. My sword fits lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
No, no, please. Gently, weakly, softly, the shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stopped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shamed up beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Wait, what? Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. It's gonna make me clapping a real bitch. Huh! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are you? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought as the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I plug out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Don't want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched it quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to crawl across the image, tearing it at it with sharpened pincers. Stop, no! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insect fell off the picture into the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, and then broke into a jolly dance. See that? As he cried as he danced a jig. It's perfect now! She looked just like you! I look like that? Oh god, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. No, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me! Kaine finally resorted to shouting as the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh god, you are the best! Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly cropped around her feet, and then began moving up towards the rest of her body. Is this that? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upwards, feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice, let it go! Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer will have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine! You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body! Come on, give it to me! Give it to me! I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. Oh, is that Kaine's soul? The voice paused, as if flicking its lip. Why didn't you assume it was filled with mad, unabated joy? And I want to take your hands and use them to chop the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats, bathe in the blood, just like before. Oh, Yeah. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, then slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispering moan. "Feels good, don't it?" asked the voice with a chuckle. "Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Nah, give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade." A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. "I can see better," she thought. "My eye must be growing back too." The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. "Stop," she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. "Stop!" The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. "Ah, what the hell, sunshine?" screamed the voice. "We had a deal! I thought you wanted to die!" Grandma said, "I can't die yet." A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Oh, was that shade her soul? Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, it burned bright red. "That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die." Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern, the pattern of the shades, burn itself into her left arm. "Well, I'll be damned," said the voice cheerfully. "Look at that, sunshine! I think you and me are gonna be good friends now." And that's how she became a half shade? Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. "Stop! Gotta stop!" Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. "Come on, don't fight it!" pleaded the voice. "It's my favorite dish and I'm hungry! Let go, feel the anger! Burn with a fire of revenge! Thirst for blood! Then go out of there and, shut up! Shut up and get the hell out of my body!" "Your body? Oh, that's rich, sunshine! Real rich! Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have the body all by myself? And say, I bet those bodies of yours in the area would love to see you dead." Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. "Stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, sunshine, and there ain't no going back." The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. "Possessed?" whispered Kaine. "Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now." Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? "So, listen," purred the voice. "I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all that bad. There's plenty in it for you too. I'm a very powerful creature, sunshine. Now that power belongs to you. You got enemies? People you wanna kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade that squashed your granny? We'll wrap them out into your own assholes." Oh, so he's not the same shade. Okay. No more abuse for you, sunshine. No more pain. Oh, is this why she doesn't go into villages? Because she doesn't trust the Shade not to, like, rip someone's arm off? Ah. Wait, said Kaine. You're a Shade? Why would you help me kill another Shade? What, do you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who I am murderer on the pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the Shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me, we could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, you asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go! Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun! So listen, my name's Tyrant. No, like, just like Tyrant, but Tyrant, get it? If you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it! The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that Shade and gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyrant. Count on it. Laughed Tyrant. I'm shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over again. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, and waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I'm not a Shade, I'm Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her head. In her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, began careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garden's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, and slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, freak. This time I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the area arose from their daily lives, she remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive! Stay alive! Stay alive!
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Oh, hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time.
Yep.
Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadowlord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
So that's
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
oh, that's what this sentence was. Oh no, wait, no. They kicked us out.
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
We're really reliving this? It's kind of awkward now seeing you two.
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
You're not sorry. Why are you letting us run around for no reason? Just invite us in the temple already. This makes no sense.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But...
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila.
Won't be the last.
For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola.
Definitely won't be the last.
But those feelings are pointless in the end.
Kinda.
They said and did what they did for the sake of the village.
Nope.
To protect it from the horror of the Shades.
Nope. Times 2.
Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad.
That's
Because
not
I
so
never
wrong.
once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
So, besides spending an hour
should apologize to
reading
Kaine and
Kaine's
Emil.
story,
But what good would that even do?
what is different this time?
Is that?
I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Oh, we get a few more scenes, I guess?
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know?
Yeah, I can do nukes now.
At least I can look at you when we talk, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
Hey, so Why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on. I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing.
You see, that's how you tell your backstory, not through like white on black text and like an hour long of reading.
My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was, no matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Never hurts anybody,
Okay.
unless it's boiling.
Can we just forget I told you about that?
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Is this where we get to actually start
What
replaying
might
the
that
game?
be?
It's Mom's diary.
I've not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
No, don't do this to me. Don't make me read for an hour again, please.
Say there. Can you not hear me?
God, no. Oh, wait, what?
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed.
The hell is this?
Come now. There's the door.
Right.
It's
Let's go.
it's the door of alchemy. All I need is a philosopher's stone. It will solve all my problems. Proceeding beyond this point, you will be unable to save until the battle is over. Do you want to go through this door? No, no! Let me out!
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
Let's just check. Alright, and I'm supposed to have something about outfits, maybe? No options. Screen some other. No. 3 more wise. No. Magic abilities. No. Alright, so talk to Divola and Popola. So I guess this really is where you start redoing the game. Alright, well, that definitely convinced me that I was not all that motivated to redo it all over again if they're going to make me read like hours of text. I don't mind when I'm actually reading a book, but when I'm sitting down to play a game, I'm actually expecting to play a game. That's just a little tidbit. Like, I mean, it was original for the Forest of Dreams and all that, but they really shouldn't overdo it. Yeah, besides that, if it was presented in a better way, I think I would have really enjoyed Kaine's story and all that. That being said, I'll be stopping here for tonight. That was like an hour longer than I thought it would be, because I did not expect the Kaine story to be presented that way. But at the same time, I wanted to finish it properly, to read it, not just skip over it. Yeah, I'm odd like that sometimes. Anyway, that being said, I wish you all good night and to take care.